Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning in, and for those of you who haven't visited the channel, welcome to X Rides Cars. Today, we'll go ahead and take a look at this 2017 Maruti Suzuki Alto 800. This will be a full take on the 800. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as well as show you a bunch of the unique aspects of both the interior as well as the exterior. Without further ado, go ahead and get started. The locks on this vehicle do have to be operated manually with the key. However, if you unlock it, all other locks automatically unlock. Same with as you lock it, all the others lock. It's a full gray exterior, featuring a full black cloth interior with gray accents. The Alto 800 comes standard with electric assist rack and pinion power steering on a 3-spoke steering wheel. The standard and only transmission option on the Alto 800 is a 5-speed manual which has a decent gearbox and it has a decent smooth shifter. You also have a decent handbrake in this vehicle as well. And so we'll go ahead and flip on the headlights, as well as the hazards. The front windows are powered, while the rear 2 windows roll down manually. So we'll go ahead and check out the exterior, shall we? The Suzuki Alto is a key car built by Suzuki. Its selling points have long included a low price and good fuel economy. The model, currently in its 8th generation, was first introduced in 1979 and has been built in many countries worldwide. The Alto badge has often been used in different cars in Japan and in export markets where it is considered a city car. In Japan, the Alto badge was originally meant to be for the commercial use version of the Fronte passenger car. When introduced, the Alto was only available as a 2-door light van and with bare-bones equipment. However, Suzuki had never used the Fronte badge in export and chose to call all versions Alto abroad. Most early export Altos were thus technically speaking rebadged Suzuki Frontes. These were exported with changes such as enlarged engines, sometimes modified bodywork. Thus the Japanese SS40 Fronte became the SS80 Alto with a 796 cubic centimeter engine abroad. The Alto badge gradually took over in Japan as well, as the distinction between key and commercial vehicles and passenger cars was diminished in early 1989. The Fronte line was retired in March of 1989. The Alto plate has been used on export versions of various Indian-built derivatives since the early 1990s, as neither cars are restricted by the key rules and Indian cars are also considerably cheaper than Japanese-built ones. The 5th generation Alto, or HA12/HA22, was introduced in October of 1998. The styling was generally more rounded, the shape of the cabin showing the Alto's relationship with the new Suzuki Key. The Maruti Alto is the Indian-built version of the 5th generation Alto, manufactured by Maruti Suzuki. It was launched in the local Indian market in September of 2000, although the Alto nameplate had been successfully used to export the Maruti Zen to Europe from India since around 1994, having captured over 40% market share in Belgium and 33% in the Netherlands by 1998. It is the best-selling hatchback in India. Since 2006, it is India's largest selling car, and it crossed the 1 million production figure in February 2008, becoming the third Maruti model to cross the million mark in India after the Maruti 800 and Maruti Suzuki Omni, and fourth overall, joining the Hyundai Santro. A new version of the Alto called the Alto 800 was released in the Indian car market in October of 2012. Besides being exported to Europe from 1994 to 2004, it has also been exported to several other countries. A new Alto was introduced in 2012, giving it all new bodywork and interiors. The price of the Alto, already India's best-selling car, was actually lowered with the model change. Various methods were found to lower the price, including lowering of the weight of each individual component by 1 gram each, and also by building their own robots for manufacturing the car. This is also sold as the Maruti Suzuki Alto 800 in export markets, without the Maruti brand. In May of 2016, Maruti refurbished the version of the Alto 800, and that's basically a facelift that has been introduced with notable changes to the exteriors, interiors, features, and specifications.
As far as exterior features, you have standard headlights, turn signals, black trim, standard taillights, and very small exhaust tips.
The Alto 800 comes standard with 12-inch steel wheels with 6 twin-spoke wheel caps running on 145/80 R12 tires, with front solid disc brakes and rear drum brakes with anti-locking and active brake assist. The Alto 800 comes standard with the McPherson strut front suspension and a tri-link rigid axle rear suspension with front and rear coil springs, as well as gas pressurized shock absorbers. This vehicle is a length of 135 inches with the width of 59.6 inches and a height of 58 inches, running on a 94.5-inch wheelbase. Total curb weight can be about 1,532 pounds.
Go ahead and pop the hood.
The Maruti Suzuki Alto 800 comes standard with the 12-valve 0.8-liter petrol inline 3-cylinder engine. It produces 47 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, as well as 51 pound-feet of torque at 3,500 RPM. 0 to 97 kilometers an hour, or 0 to 60 miles an hour, is rated at 18.9 seconds, with a top speed of 87 miles per hour. This vehicle is front-wheel drive and has a 9.2-gallon tank, requiring 87 octane petrol fuel. Miles per gallon ratings are 54 city and 59 highway.
Open up the Alto, especially the 800. It's a pretty simple vehicle overall. You have manual mirrors, you have power locks and power windows. The rear seats contain manual rolling windows. So we'll go ahead and shut her up. Nice solid panels. Now the Alto does contain a infotainment system like CD player and those kinds of things, but the main screen is normally not attached when you buy it, so you have to add something else to it. So right now, there is no radio or anything like that built into this vehicle. Now you do have visors. There's no airbags in this car. Reading light, mirror, air vents. You do have an air conditioning system. It is single zone climate control. You have recycling, an air entrance. You can lower your speed also. You have AC. Now coming down, you have a little storage cubby, as well as your hazard switch. A little extra storage down there with a cup holder. 5-speed manual shifter. Nice clean throws. All the way over to the right and down for reverse. You have a vinyl e-brake, as well as your power window switches. You don't have any features on your steering wheel, it's just a plain steering wheel. But you do have wipers. And you do have mist for your washer fluid. As far as your indicators, they're just standard. No extra features as far as that. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and shut her down. So we'll go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle, shall we? The back seat of the Alto 800 is pretty spacious. However, it can be a little tight though. But at least with cloth seats, you have a little room to work. Now there are manual windows in the rear. It's pretty simple. It's tight space a little bit though. Small car.
The Alto 800 does have a decent amount of cargo space for its size. You do get about 6.3 cubic feet or 177 liters of space, which is not too bad for the class of this vehicle, given that the Alto 800 particularly is a small economy car.
The passenger seat features same manual adjustments as the driver's side. You have a little storage cubby with a full glove box. The 800 is a very unique vehicle. It is one of the cheapest vehicles in the market, especially above the Tata Nano, and it's a little bit more advanced and a little bit safer than the Nano as well, and has lower maintenance costs given that it is a Japanese vehicle. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video of this 2017 Maruti Suzuki 800 Alto. Be sure to stay tuned next time. There's a lot more where all this came from. And be sure to subscribe today and check out all the future content coming to X-Rise Cars. Take care everybody.